Today I want to talk a bit about standards. And imagine one person. I'm not going to draw on this whiteboard because I don't have any markers, but imagine two people. The first person, person A, basically has a standard of working 12 hours a day. And the second person, person B, has a standard of working only 4 hours a day. Alright? And a standard is like a default value that you got so used to, that you've done for so long time, that it just feels weird not to do, not to hit that value. Alright? So and like in the example of these two people, tell me which one is more likely to work like 12 hours a day. Obviously, the one that has the standard of him working 12 hours a day. This works because he has the habit of working 12 hours a day, right? So it's pretty much that simple. And how do you raise your standards? Well, what you do is basically in life there are ups and downs, right? So you have up, you're working really productive, and then you fall into a rut, right? And what you do is you slowly raise your standard in a way that your rut is your last like version standard. Okay, so sorry for over confusing this thing, but let me explain it in like an easier matter, right? So, so let's say you're working 4 hours a day. That's your standard. That's your like default. That's your habit. And how do you raise it to 12 hours? All right. So you need to understand that during ruts and during your peak performance, you work different hours, right? So in your peak performance, you might work 4 hours, but in your rut, you might work like an hour, all right? Just for example, let's do these numbers. What happens is that if you slowly increase the 4 hours into like 5, into 6, then in your rut, you will work the 4 hours that you used to work, and then basically your standard from before, which is 4 hours, will become like a rut version of your new standard, which is like 6-7 hours. And then you slowly bring those hours up and up and up, and then you become consistent with your new standard. All right. So, and the key to this is like progressive overload. So you want to like slowly adjust it, slowly bring it up, but not to the point where you feel mental resistance in doing it, right? So you don't want to just randomly start working 12 hours a day, because that will destroy your unconscious mind. It will destroy, and basically you will burn out. But what you do is you basically try to work like a bit more every single day, right? Slowly raise your standards. The same goes pretty much for everything, not only work, right? So, for example, I've used to work out like 2 times per week. I've slowly then raised my standards, started working out more frequently, and then right now my standard for working out